So let's have a look at opportunities. We were just, well, before we jump into opportunities, a quick refresh on where we were with its precursor in leads. So we were working a lead for Jacqueline Tidwell. Let's have a look at its status. So I'm logged in now as the CRM boss. I know that my CRM user was busy working this case. What happened? Well, I can see some communications at 3:08. Our CRM user made an outbound telephone call to Mrs. Tidwell and seems to have arranged to visit to confirm details of the boiler type at 4 p.m. this afternoon. And he's added a note, it looks like, so electrical Bosch boiler. There's one file attached in this, so let's have a look. We've got, oh yes, there's a picture of the boiler. So he's taken a photograph of the boiler on site. He's come back. He knows exactly what it is we have to maintain. So we've got enough information now. It's a qualified lead. We know who wants a service or a part or a product from us. We know what they need it for. We know what our effort is going to be in doing it. So it's now gone from knowing little about it, which is a request for somebody to service a boiler, to now knowing enough information about it to turn this into an opportunity. Now, one of the beauties of the CloudWorksIT and Trivaeo platform is that you can jump really into any one of these constituent building blocks. I could produce an invoice right now for Mrs. Tidwell without actually creating an opportunity for it, without then creating an order for it. But for the purposes of the videos, especially these quick introductions, I'll follow a best practice process that a lead turns into an opportunity, which turns into an order, which turns into an invoice, and so on. So let's work our way through this lead as if it was turning it into an opportunity. So in our leads platform, at any time when you get enough information to qualify the lead and turn it into an opportunity that you wish to forecast and track. And a lead doesn't show on your dashboard. Your little widgets and all these tools here, you see, they're all showing 0, and my annual target is still fixed at its previous benchmark. So back to leads. It's now time to turn this lead from Mrs. Tidwell into an opportunity that our business can keep on working. So little drop down triangle next to the pen. So I either edit the opportunity lead itself, or I can upgrade the lead into an opportunity. So same as always, red background is a mandatory field, white backgrounds are optional. The more information you put in, the better that information is for you as a business over the long term. Things seem simple to remember at that moment in time, or right after you've hung up the telephone or just been reviewing the email history. 2 years later, they won't make any sense unless you've completed as much information as you can. Boiler maintenance visit, and opportunity is open, process type standard, billing process, immediate sale. So on sale, this would be worth 100% of its value to us, which is typical for maintenance. Maintenance contract is a one-off. So we go back to over what term or days would this allow to remain open as a payment. I'll have 0. The source campaign for an opportunity could fundamentally be different from a lead that you're maturing it from. So you get the choice to select it again here. The opportunity source again can be different to the source of the lead. The lead could have come from a colleague who bumped into this person, but then a further conversation with this person showed it was different. So the opportunity can come from a different place. But if you want to create a new source, you click on the new option, and the type is the type of opportunity. So I'll put professional services as a new function. This is a new system, so I'll start feeding it with a thing that we normally encounter as a business. Close date. Well, the boiler work's due to be done on Saturday, so we'll get payment on the Saturday before we leave the business. It'll be manually closed on that date, and it's going to enter the pipeline at a report as a pipeline opportunity is where it's going to show, but you're not fully committing it yet. Committed would be, as a salesperson, I'm committing this will come in. It's a guarantee. It's a sure thing. And omitted means I don't want the sales management team to see this opportunity on my pipeline until I've matured it a little bit. So you can leave it omitted. I'll just have it so it's regular pipeline. The process, professional services, and the stage we're at the moment is preparing a quotation. And these stages are set by your administrator, as well as the percentage from 0, it's never going to be 1, 2, it's dead, right the way through to 100%. The opportunity was 1, so I'll say we're preparing the quotation. That means my probabilities are 10%. So preparing the quotation at 10%, I could have a higher confidence and say, yeah, I know it says 10% normally, but I'm pretty confident this deal's going to come in. So I'm going to give it a higher probability. And if I mark it private, only I can see the opportunity. So not complete yet. We have to tell it what product and services we're going to be adding. So we're going to add a service which is already been created by my CRM administrator, domestic equipment servicing, which is a service that is hour based. So we'll have one of those. How much time do we think we'll need on site? 1.5 hours. So I put 1.5 in, and the rest, including the subtotals, VAT and what have you, are automatically calculated. I'll offer an 11% discount. No, our administrator says for this product the maximum discount is 10. If I try 15, you see it's defaulting to 10. I can put 9 in, that's fine. So these limits are established by your admin. So I've added now 1.5 hours worth of work. It rounds up to 2 here in the quick overview, but the figures are accurate. And I'm going to add a product now, because I know in the original site visit that we need a thermocouple replacement. One of those, they're 46. Cost to us, we sell them for 58. VAT at 20%. I'll do 3% discount on that. So I've got my new total. And I also need a fixing kit for this thermocouple, so I'll add that as a product. And there we go, there's my thermocouple fixing kit. That's a standard part. I'm not going to add any discount on that. So I've got my product, I know the opportunity info, the who, the what, and the when. The description needs to be extended now. You can see the original description from the lead has been promoted. Please refit a new thermocouple and fixing kit and service the boiler as a whole. So any additional info, this is the original opening date, the closing date for this, I'll leave it on Saturday. No competitor, wasn't referred by anybody, and the owner is the CRM boss. The billing process we set here in the opportunity info. So that's it. 100% of the cost of this opportunity would be payable to our electrician on completion of the work on site on Saturday. So we finished that. Now, one of the key things in opportunities is that some opportunities occur over and over and over again. Let's say you're a window cleaner or a gardener or a pool cleaner, or you're tasked with valeting cars once a month, every month at a regular location for a customer. Once you have a opportunity created, you can make it a recurring opportunity with this little drop down. Make it recurrent. And in that, you can set it to recur every month, every quarter, or every year. And you can set the amount of time that this opportunity sits on your dashboard before you chase it through and create the invoice. So this ability to create an opportunity once against known sets of requirements like time and cleaning materials and everything else you need for that job. The beautiful thing is you can easily make it a repeating opportunity that will appear in your calendar and in your dashboard at the relevant time and date as you see fit. So now the lead disappeared. and the information has become an opportunity and it's ready to be worked. You see our editing options. I can order stock to fulfill this order if we're using a stock management platform. I can create a client order from the opportunity. That means I got a firm commit order for this. What if Mrs. Tidwell says, can you send me a copy or an estimate of the time and materials required for this? So I would create a client order. I could send it to them. She might ask for an invoice of the cost before we go and do the work, because she needs someone else to give her the money to pay for it, like a landlord and so on. So there's a lot of variables here as to what you do with an opportunity once you've got one. If we pop back to our CRM dashboard now, having created the opportunity, it's not showing in my performance. Yes, it is. So I've got a non-committed pipeline financial year estimate, £273.91. So I've got a long way to swim yet to complete this year, but we're on our way. So I've got 10% probability so far in my pipeline for bringing in an order worth £273.91, and so on. So the more information we start adding at the various levels of maturity through the customer relationship management lifecycle, the more relevant your reporting and dashboards will become.